know it's like, oh.
Hey guys, Dylan here. We'll go back to another video, and today we're doing another fixing slash customizing action figure. Now, if you guys remember this guy from the video, I messed this guy up by sanding this peg down a lot. And I was messing with these in Cyclops all day today because I wanted to fix it. Because Cyclops, though his wasn't as bad as Spider-Man's, the arm was just really loose. But as you guys can see, I fixed that. I fixed that a lot. I even fixed this peg here by adding some alcohol, like medical alcohol, which I'm going to do again because it's a little bit too stiff. But I did fix this. And I want to try to do the same thing with Spider-Man. So what I did on the peg is that I added super glue. Actually, let me see if I can just take it off real quick. Because I don't know if it's like, if I take it off again and put it back on, that'll get even looser. But I'm going to see real quick. So let me just, there we go. As you can see, I added super glue on the peg, like around here specifically, to thicken it. So then, if I put it back in, yeah, okay, so I don't have to worry about that. That now it's nice and thick. And then I loosen up this joint here, so then it didn't move much. For some, I'm gonna have to put more alcohol, medical alcohol in there. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this guy a little bit. But yeah, so that's how I fixed this guy, and that's how we were able to do the review for that one. You're gonna see that. I'm gonna try to explain that in the tour review. But basically, that's what I did. Sorry, future Dylan, use that before this. But today, we're going to go ahead and try the same thing on here. And then afterwards, we're going to go ahead and fix this paint up mess, and pretty much probably paint over this entire guy. So we're going to go ahead and take off his hands and his head. And we're going to go ahead and first start off with fixing this guy's peg. Now, for this trick, you're going to need specifically this glue. Specifically. Alright? Now, I know a lot of people tell you to try different glue, and that's fine. And I did think this glue wouldn't work, but it actually does. The problem is, it takes a little bit longer for it to dry, but once it dries, it becomes plastic. It's basically liquidized plastic, and it works beautifully. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I do. Take this thing off here. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit. Just like that. And then I'm going to take this, the broken X-Acto knife, and I'm going to rub it around it. This is what I did with Cyclops, and it worked beautifully. Add a little bit more on this side here. There we go. There we go. Tap on the side here. And we're going to let that dry. So these are the gloves I wear. Leave me alone. These are the gloves I wear. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. Once again. And we're going to see if this thing is dry. That's why I use my gloves. And it seems a little dry. Almost dried enough for it to be done. But yeah, I just really like this suit, and I want to use it in the stop motion, which is why I'm trying my hardest to fix it. I'm just glad that I learned this trick and finally know how to do it, because this is going to help me out a lot for things that are like broken or just need more plastic, you know. I might actually use this on Baron Zemo. Yeah, because Baron Zeno's hands are like hella hard. I should do that now. Like, after fixing this, I might just do that now. Let's see if this thing is nice and dry now. It seems dry. So we're going to go ahead and test it. Oh my god. We're going to go ahead and test it now. And we're going to see if that was enough coat. And seems like it was enough. But not all the way. So we're going to add a little bit more. Now, I'm going to keep this broken thing just for this trick. I'm going to have to get a new one, obviously. But just basically just do this, man. And make sure it's always dried. If it's not dried, then you're going to mess things up, and then you're going to glue it together. I've tried that trick before. And I thought it would have... Oh, Jesus. I thought it would have worked. But it did not. There we go. And so we're going to wait again. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the accessories for Baron Zemo and the Baron Zemo action figure so I can fix that. So while we're going to do this, I also want to fix my Baron Zemo action figure because I tried to do the drill. This was my first attempt on using that drill bit to loosen the action figures on. And I forgot to measure it, so when I did this, it made it so wide that the fist part, like the accessories, back up for you guys here, they fall. Well, they just sit there, is what I'm trying to say. It's too loose. So I'm gonna also add some glue on these pegs here to thicken them up, as is said. And I'm just going to use the X-Acto knife to do that. God, this is hard with these gloves. You always gotta wear gloves. Just don't wear these gloves. For the love of God. There we go. And once again, make sure it's all nice and dried. You don't want this gluing on to the figure, because then you're screwed. We're going to do the same thing with this hand as well. And we're just going to go ahead and add that there. And we're going to let it dry. And while that's drying, we're going to go ahead and check this guy out, which he seems nice and good. So we're going to try this again. This one. See if this was enough of a layer. Ooh, Jesus. I think that was a perfect layer because it's really hard to put in. Which means it's going to be really hard to pull out. Moving real nice. And now we're going to check on these pieces here. Yep, seems good. This is the first time me trying this with the hands, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm getting sick of these gloves. I'm sorry, I'm getting real sick of these gloves, man. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Oh, that sounds really nice. Nice and tight. Oh my god. Pop that out. Put you back in. Now can we move the... We sure can. And that feels amazing. Yep, that's pretty good. So that's really all that trick is, just applying super glue and then putting it in here so it could feel nice. So basically this is like liquid plastic. I think everyone pretty much knows that. And I think there's already someone who tried this, but this is like my first time understanding the trick truly this time. We'll try the fist. Oh my god. Yo, this is amazing. Yo, it's like it fixed the whole damn thing. And that's really cool. That's really damn cool. So yeah, just rotate it in there and see if it's all good to go. See, this is cool. This is why I like doing Marvel Legends stuff, because it helps. It helps people fix things that they thought were broken. So this is still drying. So we're going to go ahead and let that dry. But at least we know that Baron Zemo is nice and fixed. Hey, it's been about 2 days now, and I forgot to record the part where I finally had Spider-Man's arm put together. So that's good. We're done there. And I also forgot to show the part of when I painted Spider-Man over with some coats and different things. So here is Spider-Man fully painted. It's a rough paint. I use MoxiePod to seal everything up. I repainted his web shooters to silver. It's a rough paint. It's not looking good. I usually do better than this, but I guess because I put so much MoxiePod, so it's cracking a little bit. I don't know how to fix that, but yeah, the arm, as you guys can see, is nice and it's on there, not breaking or anything, and that's for both sides. The guy can still move around like normal. Still got his head and his but yeah, that's how I do the glue trick. I'll show you guys how I do painting on a different figure someday. But I'm just glad I was able to fix this Spider-Man, and it's looking really, really nice. And yeah, I mean, even though it's cracking in some places and this arm is a little bit unpainted in this arm, it still looks good, and I'm still going to be using it, and it just looks nice. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like this video, like, subscribe. I'll give you guys another fix action figure when something breaks, or just give you guys another tip. So yeah, stop motion's coming out, so that's something.